Ladies and gentlemen.
Which it was sound when we were doing it, Laura.
1 2 1 2. Mic check. 1 2. How's that? Interesting. All right, let's take another peek. 1 2 1 2. Mic check. How's that? Good to go, Mark. Good to go.
Good.
Thank you guys for letting me know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason Cole. Brian Clunt's watching. Don't you love it when people from Etowah watch?
No problem. Yeah, no problem
That's
here.
fantastic. You support the community.
Yep. So.
All right, good to go there. So Jeff is otherwise engaged today. If you
Yes.
wonder why I'm fumbling through this aspect of it, because I never knew it.
You're fine. You're doing great.
But we're
I still miss Jeff though.
Oh, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
There's a moment of silence for. Okay. Hallelujah. So I want to talk about your coaches. I don't think we talk enough about them and the kind of job they do and the progression they make. Every practice they're getting better. Every year they're getting better, right? They're learning something new because you got some young coaches. Talk about what's your mindset as far as training new coaches, giving them an opportunity to actually coach and not just have a title as a figurehead and you micromanage, because you do not micromanage.
No, I don't. You just try to hire, good people. That's the thing. Like anybody, if you have a passion for something, you can always be good at it. But if you're a bad person, you're a bad person.
Ooh, preach that.
So we just try to hire good people, and as you know, there's the challenge within itself because, there's not a lot of money, right? So these guys are doing it truly for the love, because it's definitely not for the money. First 2 years they did it for free.
Yeah.
And then years 3 and 4, they're finally getting a little bit of money, but they're losing money by doing this.
Yeah.
But
that's not what this program was built on.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was built on a common goal of helping turn these young people into great Christians and students and family members, and down the road husbands and fathers and community leaders.
That's right.
That's the ultimate goal.
That's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, and that's from the top down.
Yeah.
From Amanda Justice all the way down.
Yeah.
When I say way down, I'm talking Jack Justice. I mean all the way down to Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not getting me there.
Okay, I was trying.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. So,
I was trying to
no, I think it's everybody's on the same page, and when you're all pulling together, it makes your job a lot easier for sure. And I do feel like everybody's pulling in the same direction, and so as long as we do that, and I'll hang around, and when that ends, I'll probably just go ahead and walk away.
I don't see that anytime soon. Because of the culture you've helped build, I don't think it's. I think it's still in an upward ascension.
It's definitely not plateaued at. I mean, it's not close to plateauing. I feel like we can grow 80% more. Okay. That's how if we're playing a football game, that's how I'm liking it. We're really at our 20-yard line, all right, and so we've got 80 yards to go before I think we can hit a plateau. And I think that's real. All the stuff that we're working on. So I don't think I'm making words up.
Yeah. Let's talk this region a little bit. New. I mean, it's a lot of new faces, new coaches. As far as I'm not familiar with really any of these guys too much. What was your expectations going into this year in this new region that obviously you knew very little about? You knew a little more than me, but probably West End was, I guess, the closest person in the region that we really know of or talk to regularly. I don't really know many of the other guys.
I didn't know anything about this region. Only reason why I knew a little bit about West End because Coach was at Gaston.
Yeah,
we played him for 2 years, but. Like, I used to be the head coach at Cleveland, so I played a bunch of those guys when I was at Cleveland. But, man, that was, 15 years ago. Yeah. Times changed so much, So I had no idea about this region, to be honest with you.
Well, I know that from getting to know some of these guys, the coach for Susan Mora, who obviously we're going to be spending some time with on Friday, has been very accommodating to this point with information, with being sure we're going to have a spot in the press box and all those kind of things. I can't say that for every coach in the region. I won't call anybody out. That will be on the post game season show. I'm just kidding. But he's been very accommodating.
Good.
So
good, as he should be.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I know where your heart is, and there's no reason to be, bad attitude, bad people. To what you guys are doing is promoting the kids, and it's on both sides of the fence. So,
sure. And we try to be very good hosts when somebody comes to us. Other than that one program, I want nothing to do with that one organization. I'm not mean to them, Coach. They just don't exist to me anymore. Dead, buried.
It's okay.
Lit a candle.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good, man.
I'm done.
It's okay. It's good. Yeah, it's good.
C7.
It's good, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with cutting off fat that's weighting you down, man.
Exactly right. And don't need that negativity in my life.
That's right.
Hey, let's talk about some of the parents. You have a good group of people that are stepping up. You have different aspects, right? You have the junior high aspect, and then you have the food program, the Booster Club program, who's taking a different direction this year. A lot of cool things going on there on the campus of Coosa Christian.
Yeah, it's progressively gotten better and better every year. The first year I was there, I and I'm probably going to butcher this, but the only ones I really remember helping, and there's probably others, so forgive me, but I remember vividly Dwayne East,
sure,
and Jack, and that was it that I can remember. And there's probably somebody I'm forgetting. But now you fast forward that thing 4 years later, and it's too many to count. And so that tells you the culture is healthy, and it's growing. And, and Chase and Holly's done a beautiful job with the Booster Club. They really have, man.
Yeah.
There's no way we couldn't have got that Jumbotron deal done without Chase. And I'm forever grateful to Chase and Holly for really helping navigate that, and then all the support that was under that with the Franklins, and it's just too many to name, So I think the program's in a very healthy place for sure.
Well, I know the kids are still eating, and they're eating abundantly.
Yeah, for sure.
They never stop eating, which
That's
is
right.
fantastic.
That's fantastic, yeah.
Because that's a lot of programs don't have the
Yep.
benefit of what Miss Deanna and her team are able to accomplish there. It's pretty special. I'm still waiting to get some of that lunchroom food.
Yeah, it's good too. The ladies in the lunchroom do a great job, and they're so sweet. I don't know if you've really been up to talk to them, but
I have, yeah.
they're so sweet. Every one of them's just so helpful. But Deanna's done a great job with that, and with our nutrition program. And I don't think the nutrition program's peaked out yet.
Sure.
I think with what she's done you couldn't ask for her to do more.
Yeah.
Okay, she's done it perfect. But what I envision the nutrition program, it needs to be about 2 more steps in the direction, and that's when you've always got access to as much food as you want, and it's budgetary is the problem right now.
Sure.
It's very expensive. What Deanna's done is she's like, there's no way I could have done this without her. Okay, but hopefully I can raise her some more money, and we can even do it even bigger.
Think IMG Academy.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, pretty special.
Well, I'm thinking, I had the privilege of coaching a lot of kids that went D1.
Yeah.
And, and so when you go to those places, their nutrition program is unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's like a restaurant.
It is.
And that's what I envision Coosa looking like. Not just a meal. I want it to be more like a restaurant.
It was.
And
Clemson.
Yeah.
Stupid nice.
Did you go with me?
I did, but I have been, but not with you.
Oh, you did not go with me?
I also got the tour.
It's unbelievable, man.
Carnell gave me the tour when he was at IMG.
Yeah.
And that's been some years. I'm sure it's way better now. When he was the running back coach down there, he gave me the tour, and it was just special.
Yeah, it's unbelievable when you can turn it into more of a restaurant opposed to just a place to eat a meal.
Yeah.
And that's that, and nobody understands that yet, but and I haven't laid that part of the vision out because we're not there budgetary wise.
Sure.
But that's the end goal, is to have a restaurant style nutrition center.
Yeah.
That's
it's pretty cool. Here's Chinese food.
Mm-hmm.
Here's pizza. Here,
that's
all
it.
this different stuff.
So you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, but like Deanna, she could not have done a better job of this. There's no way. With the just the budgetary issues, but I was at Clemson last year with John, and him and I went in there, and it was all the steak and the shrimp, the pizza, the burgers, the noodles. I mean, it was ridiculous, man. And so, and they've got their own full-time chef, and it's all there in the athletic facility.
The coolest thing I saw was Nebraska.
Oh my gosh, I've been there too. And
underground.
It's Nebraska's unbelievable.
And so they wear this something, right?
They wear a watch.
So they know, they can tell, hey, you need to eat more. Your calorie intake is this, and People don't realize they're so in with NASA.
Yeah. So what people don't realize is that we're so involved in the SEC here, but the people that's on cutting edge technology in this stuff is Nebraska.
Yeah.
And so when Alaric was being recruited at Nebraska, obviously we were out there for a whole weekend, and they showed us everything, and I can't even begin to explain to you how far they're ahead of every SEC program. It's unbelievable.
If I hadn't saw it, when Jamin Graham was being recruited out there, he went out there. So
it's unbelievable.
And the underground facility, it blows your mind.
Well, they just built a $185 million facility, and I'm like, good gosh! I mean, they didn't need anything to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, I was out there. I'm telling you, they didn't need anything to begin with.
It is incredible.
Yeah, and everything is science based. Like when a kid tears his ACL and the kid's rehabbing, that kid will look like a Robotron, all right? And he'll be on, and they've got him doing all these athletic movements. I mean, he's so wired up. And they're doing all these athletic movements, and then you'll see on the screen his body will pop up on the screen while he's doing these athletic movements, and you'll see red and black. So if there's if the kid's in black, he's fine. But if he's any red, it's showing there's weakness in a particular area that they need to truly focus on during that rehab process. It's unbelievable. Yeah. It really is. It's unbelievable.
And if you want to donate several $1 million to Coosa, we'd love to have it.
Yeah, we'll get one of those, right? Just for $185 million.
That's it. You can just, it's fully tax deductible. You count it off.
That's correct.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the JV program.
Yeah.
I think it's in a good shape.
It's in good state. It is. And that's another thing. Like, this is the first year the junior high program's ever been independent. Now, there wasn't even a junior high program 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay? There was no such thing, right? The junior high, matter of fact, when NAMA was there, they didn't have a junior high football. You went to Coosa, you played varsity, and that was it.
Yeah.
Right? And so, so we did the junior high deal for 3-4 years where we just merged them in with the varsity guys. Well, this year we've grown enough where we finally separate them. So they've got their own practice, and Matthew Crane runs that, and he does a good job. He's really good with kids that age, right? He's got a heart for those kids.
He does.
And then, varsity practices his own deal too. So it's in a healthy stage, man. I mean, we played 4A Oak Grove Monday or Tuesday, whenever it was. We beat them. So we're very competitive against upper class teams, which that's the way we want to be.
Sure.
And we're in a good position. We really are for many years in the future. The program's very, very stable.
So let's talk about a little bit about the year, region-wise. Right, set in a good place. This is the game this week at Susan Moore is going to be for the lead in the region. To a Region 6 lead gives you a step up. The winner gets 3-0 in the region. Offensively, in region play, you're averaging 42 points a game. Defensively, you're giving up 3.5. I think Teddy can do better. Sensational numbers. It really is. It's hard to. You have to really be trying to find something negative.
Well, both of those numbers are very skewed. All right, because if Teddy would kept ones in, I don't think they would have scored.
But that's not what you do.
No, it's not what you do. And if we wouldn't have pulled ones in the third quarter of one game in the fourth quarter, we score 65 to 85 points.
Sure.
So we pulled so the numbers would look really ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so, but we're not going to do that. No reason to do that. To programs that treat us the proper way and the right way. And you got a problem there?
No. Keep going.
Yeah, there's no reason to ever do that to programs that are kind to us and we're kind to them.
Well, also, I was watching football over the weekend. I was listening to Al Golden, who's the defense coordinator at Notre Dame. I've been following him since he was the head coach in Miami, right? I think he does a good job. And it got brought up that, hey, were you upset when the shutout got gone? So you won 66-7 instead of 66-0. And he says, I have never told my defense to, hey, let's shut out an opponent. He said, my goal was to be sure we're playing the best of our capabilities every play. Yeah. If they score, they score. If they don't, they don't. But I don't get caught up in the, hey, they scored, it's not a shutout kind of a deal. Yeah. Standard is what Coosa, that's what I hear all the time. Play to your standard, not to your competition.
That's right.
That's not being disrespectful to the competition.
It's not at all.
It's about focused on you.
You're worrying about you.
Yeah.
And, and unfortunately, in this industry, a lot of these coaches, I'm not bashing anybody, but a lot of these coaches are more consumed with stats. They want to be the highest scoring offense in the state or the lowest scoring defense in the state.
Yeah.
Well, who is that benefiting? It's not benefiting your kids for sure. Don't give me the scholarship stuff. Oh, my kid can get a scholarship. He's got these. No. He's not getting a scholarship for the field of play during the season. He's getting the solid scholarships of the one-day camps. Okay, so that's off the table. And then, it's not benefiting. So who's it benefiting? It's benefiting you as the coach for your ego. Well, that's not healthy. All right, because what you're doing is you're killing your program because these young kids that ain't getting reps, they're going to come on the scene the following year and they're going to have no reps, and you're going to hurt the program.
Yeah.
And so I think Teddy and Larry does a nice job of subbing those guys when it's time to sub.
Sure.
And so I'm grateful for that.
No one wants shutouts more than Alaric. He's the biggest Teddy fan. Shut him out. Yeah. Makes his job easier. Now, I love the fact that you got two very competitive dogs as coordinators on your staff. That's not every school has that.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, they're dogs. They like to compete.
Yeah.
They like to be aggressive. I love it when they're talking trash to you. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So, sometimes Dad has to, smack them in the booty. But it's a great environment.
Yeah, they're both really good dudes.
Yeah.
I love them to death. I also hate them.
Where does Eric Albright fall in all that?
So I told Teddy this the other day, and I love Teddy and Larry. They're almost like I don't want to disrespect them. I'm not going to say that, but it's a different relationship.
It is.
Right? And I told Teddy, I said, man, I love you to death, but I hate you as much as I love you. I said, now, me and Albright, we good, man. So Albright and I see a lot of the same.
Nothing but love from Albright.
Yeah, but no, I have much respect for Teddy and Alaric. They're getting everything they deserve, and I'm really proud for them. Really am.
Well, obviously the goal this year, blue mat. That's the ultimate goal,
guess.
I think. I'm telling you what your goals are,
okay.
Coach.
All right.
Just
Very
so
good.
you know.
Okay.
And it's going to start with a region championship.
Okay.
We need that.
Yeah.
We need a region championship. Let's go back to a player.
Let me guess. I've never won one. Go ahead and throw that out.
I was saving that for later.
Okay. Got you.
Susan Moore's won 14.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I've never met Susan Moore, but I hear she's pretty nice. Way different than Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor's, okay. I can't talk about that. But, I want to talk about your kicking game because at the end of the season last year, I think we all thought, oh, crap. That's going to put so much – not that you didn't have a kicker. Yeah. Eli
but
is a stud.
There's so much expected of him on the field.
Exactly right.
You don't want him doing the kicking duties
Correct.
if you don't have to.
So, got a kicker, and I think he has played a little sophomore, and I think Georgie's done more than you could have asked for. He's been so confident, which I've never seen. I've known him forever. I've never seen him walk around with confidence.
Really?
He has confidence. He never punted before.
I know. He had told me that.
Yeah, he's never punted. He was scared to death.
I told him though. But I told him. He says, "Coach, I've never punted. Well, if you can kick, you can punt. It's using the same leg."
He told me, he said, "Coach O said you kick, you punt."
Yeah.
And he keeps gaining yards.
Yeah, he's great, man.
And he's a great kid. But I think kicking in that rainstorm, the snap, the hold, the plant foot, the kick, and it was just butter.
And it was a long way. I mean, he was punting, 35 to 40?
Yeah, for real.
In the air, right?
Yeah.
And that's hard to do in that muck.
He catches the ball so much better than he did. Like, he was scared. He never caught a punt before, right? And seeing where he progressed from, I just want to give him a little
bit.
But
he works hard, you see, and that's what that kid comes out every day. He kicks 125-foot balls every single day.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you're going to be good because he works at it.
So you talk about legacy.
Yeah.
It all started with Jaden,
Yep.
right? And the work he put in on his own.
Yep.
Come up here this summer on a Saturday, and he's here working with Georgie.
Yeah, that was awesome. Wasn't
Pretty
it?
special.
Yeah, it was.
Pretty special.
And that was very, very kind gesture of Jaden. That tells me Jaden really cares about the program after he left it.
Yeah.
And so I'm grateful for that. His family was super supportive of this program.
Yeah.
They were big assets to this program. And so Jaden's starting down at Lighthouse Christian.
Heck yeah.
So I'm really proud. Him and Drake are playing a bunch now. So
That's Dupree.
that's Drake Dupree. It's
Yeah.
Beanie's son.
They get on here and watch a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
Good
yeah.
kid.
And so both of them are doing really well down there, and so it's good, man.
Heck yeah. So now let's just kind of break down this game just a little bit, and we'll get you out of here. I know you got stuff to do, and people don't want to. You got a lot of people on. Go Coosa Christian.
Yeah.
You got hey, good Lord, a lot of them. Somebody put Kapow needs chips. I mean Scott.
That's Scott Coley, isn't it? Yeah.
No, we keep hearing about. I don't think he actually works for a chip company. I don't. All he does is give water to the kids
Yeah.
in itself. So, how important is this again to stay focused, not look at anything but the next opponent? You always talk about faceless opponents.
Yeah.
Everyone else in the world is looking ahead to the next Thursday night when Fife comes to town.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the biggest game of the night in the state, I believe. I'm getting requests all over the state of Alabama to do interviews before and after the game. Like I'm playing in the game, like I have any control of anything. I just talk about it. How do you keep them focused? How do you get that Philip Franklin focus? Because we're about the goal ahead.
Yeah,
of you.
right. I mean, it's the kids have to make a conscious choice, and I think they're choosing to make a conscious choice to be focused. And you just got to worry about yourself every practice.
Yeah.
And like I told them, like there's going to be weeks you play great competition. There's going to be weeks you don't play great competition, and then there's going to be weeks you playing somewhere in between. That doesn't matter. None of that really matters.
Yeah.
What does matter is your performance better this week than it was last week? And if it's not, we got a problem. And I think our performance was better last week.
I do too.
I thought we got better as a football team.
Mm-hmm.
I was really disappointed in our football team against Southeastern the first half. The second half, we played like a football team. And I get it. Coming off that sugar high of beating Pell City, I get it. But we just need to worry about us. I keep saying this. I mean, there's no magic. There's really no magic to this. Let's just worry about us.
Lastly, as far as before we wrap this up, I think I'm really impressed with an area I thought may be a weakness this year, and that's the offensive line. I think we have some changes there, right? Have some kids graduate and move on. It all starts in the middle with the center, right? With Dylan East. I think he's had that position. John Davis trusts him, right? That's the guy. Yep. Then you start moving out, and you got some new kids. You got DL, who I think he was the first offensive player of the week this year before his injury. Played incredible. Chase Bynum, I think he's really made strides and looks really, really good. Yep. The freshman, Maddox Gaines, I think he's going to be a ball player.
He's going to be good.
For sure.
He's
and, of course,
really
you got Radley Mays and Zayden Franklin, who are two absolute dogs.
Yep.
Did I leave somebody out?
No. I mean, that's the guys that's rotating in and playing. And I didn't feel like, going into the season, I did not feel like that would be our weak link.
I did.
Yeah, fair. It's fair. But I knew what we had, and I knew that was going to be one of our strengths. To be frank with you, I thought depth may hurt us, and I didn't know about the special teams. Sure. That was my two worries. But special teams, I think, were good, and I think we've built at least another player into this rotation, which is healthy. And those are really good linemen, man. They're really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Chase is really good.
It's like a light flickered in his eye. Like it's different.
Yeah.
From when I first met him to now. It's a different kid.
Yeah. It's confidence.
I see that a lot. You have kids coming in from other schools. A couple kids I knew very personally. LJ is a new kid. Man, he got loved on.
Yeah.
And I love the banter you and him go back and forth. It's pretty
I
special.
have fun with LJ.
It's pretty special.
He's fun to be around, man.
He is.
He's just fun to be around. But like I feel like I hope I've got a great relationship with every kid differently.
You do?
Differently. But LJ and I, we just mess with each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like me and Kylan. We do the same
Sure.
thing.
Fikes.
Fikes. I do the same thing with Fikes.
He's different,
you know?
though.
Yeah.
He's different.
You know, a little 7th grade Fox for people who don't know. So they're just kind of, I deem them as kind of goofballs, right?
Yeah.
And they're just fun to play around with, you know. And so, I mess with LJ hard now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I think we need to make Cade Mickler come in and sit down and do an interview.
That'd be a good one now.
He's so quiet.
He's such a good dude, man.
Man,
He's
respectful,
Man, he's such a good dude.
pleasant, an absolute dog.
He's
Don't question that.
He is a dog.
He is a dog.
He is a
but,
dog.
I think he's got stuff to say.
Yeah.
I do. I think he'll be a great representative.
I don't have a problem with whoever you bring in.
I know. We should make that happen.
Yeah.
Because he's like the
Yeah.
quiet assassin. But when you've been hit by Mickler, it sounds different.
Oh my goodness, he's a big dude, man. Like
Him and Radley are both pitching over 300 now.
I could.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, he's an animal, you know, and that's the anchor of our junior class. You know, him and Radley, and we're gonna be really, really good next year too. I mean, if people thinks we're dropping off after this year, they're crazy. We're not dropping off.
Wait till Joseph East understands the game of football.
Yeah, that's another one. He's playing nose guard. He starts
I saw him like, what in the world? What's
Shit.
he down there for?
because nobody can block him.
Because nobody can block him.
That's right.
He
Nobody
doesn't
can
have
block
to
him.
think.
Nope.
Go get the ball.
Go get the ball. And he's doing really, really good. And that has been a wonderful surprise.
You know why I think he's so good? Really? It's because of all the work he puts in. East Lawn Service. Give him a call for
That's
your
right.
lawn needs.
Yeah.
Free shout out.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think he's thankful and grateful.
What a hard work.
Yeah. I think he's thankful and grateful for the opportunity that's been given to him in life. And if everybody was, I've said it a million times, if everybody was like Joseph, we'd have a good world.
My gosh, we need way more Joseph East in the
Yeah.
world.
He's one of the good guys, man.
All right. Coach, anything in closing before we get up out of here?
No, I just appreciate you. Our relationship's very close, and I think the world of you, Jerry.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We're family, man.
Yeah,
No
man.
question. So we're going to set up a junior interview. Jeff and I are going to come in and just
A junior? Who's junior?
all your juniors.
Oh, okay.
We're just going to have a big session with your juniors one day.
Whatever you want to do, man.
That's a reality TV show. We could make millions of dollars just with the characters in that junior class.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. That's our biggest class. We're full of juniors.
Yeah.
A lot of people thinks we're about to fall off the mount. I've already been. I mean, seriously, I've been from. I hear you're leaving to Amanda's leaving to Jack's leaving because Cleet's graduating, John Davis graduating, Coosa's about to take 2 steps back. This is this program's in really, really strong shape for years to come.
Yeah, that surprises me. And yes, these kids are going to graduate.
Came from a head coach.
Not surprising.
Yeah. No, I didn't have a problem with it. He just asked a question.
Sure.
No, I'm good. I'm not going anywhere.
Interesting.
Unless John Gross got the Wyoming job.
You know how hard it'd be for me not to do play-by-play for Wyoming, being a big Josh Allen fan?
If John,
there.
hey, John and I talked a couple weeks ago. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
I said, John, you get that Wyoming job, I'm out of here. I'm moving to Wyoming.
Kapow's coming.
Yeah, when we went that trip in the summer, if you guys have never been to Wyoming, it's the most beautiful place, and I've been around the world.
Yeah.
It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen, and I would absolutely go to Wyoming as a coach.
Make it happen.
It's on John.
Make it happen.
John's got to do it, man.
I'll reach out to Josh Allen. I'll get us some funds.
There you go. There you
We'll
go.
make it happen for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Hey, so again, thank you to our sponsors, East Gadsden Sporting Goods. Don't forget, they still got their great special going on. Buy 2, get none free. Great deal. Ask for Kel O'Brien. Also, the great mayor of Coosa Christian High School in the city of Rainbow City, Mayor Joe Taylor. He loves what's going on at Coosa, man.
Yeah, and I thank the mayor. I want to say that.
Yeah.
That Mayor Taylor, I appreciate him. I do. I appreciate him, and it's nice to know you've got someone that cares about your program.
Yeah.
All right, and
He's a good one.
and so yeah, I do appreciate him.
Anything in closing, Coach, before we're going to get up out of here?
No, man.
All right.
Good.
Hey, you guys come out and support this group. Come on the road up to Susan Moore's, a short drive. If you can't make it, you can get it on 103.9 FM, 9:30 AM. Kapow Media on Facebook, Kapow Media on YouTube, and also the TuneIn Radio app, WGAD. And airtime's going to be 6:45 with kickoff at 7. So I'm going to say